Hello everybody, it is the Naughty Investor here, and thank you for tuning into this video. So at the time of this video, Bitcoin is in the green, and the likely reason for that is BIP 91 is likely to be happening. For those of you who don't know, Bitcoin Improvement Proposal, also known as BIP 91, is going to be adding a piece of code to each new block of Bitcoins that are generated. Now, support for this is at a high. Already 66% of the last 144 blocks support BIP 91. The proposal only needs 80% to be locked into the blockchain permanently. This should bring a good amount of relief as it prevents the blockchain from splitting into two separate chains, which would effectively create two different coins. For some time, for those of you who don't know, Bitcoin has had some scaling issues where the number of transactions that can happen on the blockchain at any time is limited to 1 megabyte every 10 minutes. That's not a lot for those of you who don't really understand how data works. This effectively creates a backlog of transactions that need to be processed, and this slows things down, and this is, according to some people, dramatically holding back Bitcoin. Other people think it's not as big of a deal, and I think the real reason is whether or not you want, I think the reason why so many people are split on this is depending on what you want Bitcoin to be. If you want Bitcoin to only be a store of value and only be like a digital gold, something you buy as an investment vehicle for years to come, you might not want BIP 91 to go through because it would increase the supply of Bitcoin, which would decrease the price of Bitcoin. Now, what that would also do is it would, speed up the processes, and someone who's using Bitcoin as a investment vehicle versus a digital currency doesn't really care as much about the the transaction speeds versus someone who wants to use it as a currency. They're going to shop on Amazon with it, or they're going to go to the grocery store, use Bitcoin. Someone who's more interested in the technology of Bitcoin itself, who might be an investor but who's a technology enthusiast first, who's a cryptocurrency enthusiast first, an investor second, that type of person is likely going to support BIP 91 because it is, according to most experts, going to improve the blockchain. Now, back to what I said before about the price for Bitcoin decreasing temporarily if BIP 91 goes through. This might be offset, and this is likely to be offset by the increase in demand. So let me explain. Bitcoin's price is purely determined by supply and demand. If the supply of Bitcoin goes up and the demand stays the same, Bitcoin goes down in value. If the supply of Bitcoin goes down and the demand stays the same, the price goes up. Now, if the supply of Bitcoin goes up, but because Bitcoin, a problem of Bitcoin is being alleviated, so the demand goes up for the cryptocurrency, it will offset the shorting supply, the increasing supply. So we are going to get an increase in the price of Bitcoin because I believe the demand will offset the increase in the supply of Bitcoin. I do hope I'm not being confusing for some of the people who don't really understand economic theory as much, but it really all is supply and demand. If this happens and Bitcoin's scaling problem is alleviated, more people will be interested in the currency, thus more people buying it, thus demand is increased. So that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, share the video, guys. Helps me out so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.